Hobbyist here, and welcome to another episode of Bowman, Ultra, and Fleer. Oh my! There is King Griffey Jr. These boxes have seen better days. Here's Dennis Eckersley, kinda. There he is. There he is. And Gary Carter, and the rest here on the Hobbyist channel. Yay! This is episode number 12 of season 7 of Bowman, Ultra, and Fleer. There's only 6 more left after this one. Getting close to the end of this season. If this is your first time here, what we're going to do is we're going to open up the upper right-hand pack of each of these boxes, find the best card in each pack, and then pit the packs against each other in a battle royal. We'll have a gold, we'll have a silver, and we'll have a bronze, and we'll have an honorable mention, because that's how we do things here. This is also a very special birthday episode again this week. You get to see what else I got from the card show this weekend. I really haven't ever explained how I actually get the winners. So in the case of I call it the batter's box, the batters, we start with the average. Whoever has the highest average wins 1 point, and then whoever has the most home runs wins another point. And if that's not the same person, then we'll go to a tiebreaker, and that is usually the strikeouts. And if that the most strikeouts lose in that case. And if there's still a tie after that, which there shouldn't be, but sometimes they do tie. If there's a tie after that, we'll go to walks, and the least walks wins. And for the pitchers, there's instances here. So normally it is the ERA is the first thing, and then we'll do the wins. And then in the case of relief pitchers, will take the number of wins minus the number of losses, and then do the absolute value of that, and then divide the number of saves by that to get their win total. And if there's a tie after that, we'll do the most strikeouts wins, and then if there's still a tie, the most walks loses. And then if there's a pitcher versus a batter, which may or may not be correct this season. This is the first season we did like this. Is wins for the pitchers, wins plus complete games times 2 plus shutouts times 2 if shutouts there. If the shutouts aren't there, they don't count. So, and then the batters will be the number of doubles and the number of triples, and typically that's been about the same number, so it's been a pretty good metric until this season. But the pitchers are overpowered this season. I don't know why. It just the pitchers are winning this season. Last week we had Teddy Higuera. He beat Nolan Ryan, and then he beat almost everybody else. And then I think not Bobby Witt, Mike Witt actually won the gold. It was really wild last week. So let's get right into this and see what our packs are today. We get our pack of 1989 Upper Deck, which you've gotten nothing out of. Absolutely nothing out of this box. That's okay though. I've got most of the set. I'm just trying to finish the set. I've got the important card, right? Then we got the 1989 Fleer. This has been the hero of the season. We've gotten 2 King Griffey Jr.'s out of this box. We've gotten Randy Johnson rookie out of this. We've got the Billy Ripken black box. We've got all kinds of stuff out here. It's been a very exciting season for the Fleer. And then we got the Bowman. Bowman has not been very nice to me in this whole entire series. The 89 Bowman, we don't get much out of it. We do get Hall of Famers every once in a while. And the biggest thing we've gotten out of this season is a John Smoltz rookie card. So, you know, can't complain too much. We did get a Smoltz rookie card, but I did only pay $20 for this box, so that's good, I guess. And then that brings us to our gold bricked 1993 Fleer Ultra. I call it bricked because they're super bricky. This one was upside down, so there's no this episode today. And then, I haven't been talking about this, but at the end of the episode, during the credits, I am opening a pack, and that pack is 2025 Heritage, and that's what I opened during that time, and it will continue to be so until I run out of these packs. I think I got like 3 packs left, and I don't quite make it to the end of the season, but you know, it's close. And when I run out, I'll be using 2026 Series 2, I think. Okay, let's get right into this now and look and see what we get out of this pack here. Oh, we're starting off with an All-Star, a Barry Larkin All-Star. Shout out to all the Reds fans. We want to shout out to Faith Family of Sports, Aaron, and we'll shout out to Shannon at Back to Cardboard. I haven't seen Shannon in a while. And then we'll shout out Pops Springs for the Reds. Now that might be an executive decision this week. Darryl Strawberry on the Dodgers. Shout out to the GOAT, Brandon Jensen, for the Dodgers. And we're going to shout out Doug at Don't Talk to Robots for Darryl Strawberry, because Darryl Strawberry is one of his favorite players. He's got a lot of Darryl Strawberries. And then we got Mike Maddox on the Mets in the snow. We're going to shout out Joe Mansman, Billy Mama Gaiman, Mets Rule, James Jameson, Carter's Kids, all those Mets fans up there in the north. And there's a picture. And then we've got Kevin Young on the Pirates. He is a rookie. Shout out to Zach's Collections for the Pirates, because he is a Pirates fan. He's a rookie, so he goes up here. He's not going to be in the battle. We got Brian Harper, or if he's any kind of Bryce Harper, on the Twins. Shout out to Judy Farnham away for the Twins. Oh, here. Then we got Randy Knorr on the Blue Jays. Shout out to Alex over at Jay's Mix. Alex has got a great channel. He is, I think he's definitely a Hockey fan, and he is a Blue Jays fan. That's why he's been shout out for the Blue Jays. We're also going to shout out to Jeff Shaw over at Shaw Racing Collects. Go check Shaw out too, because he does a card show where he does breaks. So check him out. See a picture of his catcher. We got Bob McClure for the Fish. I do not have anybody to shout out for the Fish. I used to be a Fish fan when they first came out in the 90s, but then they won the World Series and pretty much fell away and went back to the Braves. Mike Sharperson for the Dodgers. Bruce Hurst for the Padres. Shout out to Stimmers Hits. Stimmers is still set collecting. He still does streams all the time. And Hollis has a zoo, so he likes Garbage Pail Kids as well as the Padres. So go check out Hollis. Kirk Caskill on the White Sox. We got Johnny over at Epiphany Card Collectors and S.A. Huddleville. Both of them are awesome channels. And S.A. S.A. doesn't have any content, but he is still an awesome supporter. And thank you so much, S.A., for commenting. Chris Carpenter on the Fish. Raul Mondesi, a rookie Raul Mondesi. For the Dodgers, Raul Mondesi was big whenever he first came up. Then he just faded away like a lot of them do. This is a Dodgers and Fish pack. Chris Hammond on the Fish. And Mike Stanley on the Yankees. Shout out to Hedgehog and shout out to Boomsling for the Yankees. Alright, here is our batter's box. I still might give it to the All-Star card. We haven't had an All-Star card in a while. It depends on how good these cards are right here. Okay, we got 237, 307 at bats, 502 good. Oh, and for the batters, they have to have at least 400 or 500 at bats before they'll be even considered for the season. And for the pitchers, they usually have to have at least 100 innings pitched. It depends on whether or not they're a relief pitcher. 307 for Brian Harper. That's pretty good. 263, 300 for Mike Sharperson, and 249 for Mike Stanley. So the winner there is Brian Harper. Home runs 5, 9, 1, 3, and 8. So Brian Harper takes the pack for the batters with a flawless victory. Alright, the pitchers. 237, 317, 385. How many innings? 79. That's probably good enough. If he's not a relief, is he? He does have saves. He is a relief pitcher. Alright, 237, 418, 297. So he did get Mike Maddox. Got the average. He's not going to get the wins though, I don't think. So he's got 5 saves. Wins minus losses is 0. We can't divide by 0, so it's 1. So he has 5 and 0 complete games. So he has 5. And he is not a saves pitcher, just had 2. He's out. He's got 14 wins and 6 complete games, so that is 28. Oh wait, no, just wins right here. 14, 12, 5, and 7. So it comes down to Mike Maddox and Bruce Hurst and the strikeouts. And so it is going to be Bruce Hurst wins it for the pitchers, takes the pitcher's mound. So now we put Harper against Bruce Hurst. And we got doubles. He had 25 doubles and 0 triples. So that's 25. 12 plus 14 is 26. Right? Yeah, 26. So Brian Harper takes the pack for the pitchers, but due to an executive decision, we are going to get, what's that? Is that a lit ball? Oh, guess not. We'll give it to the Barry Larkin All-Star card. Alright. Now we're opening up the 89 Bowman pack with the, what, 47-year-old gum? 37-year-old gum. 37-year-old gum. We got Gene Larkin on the back. And Sean Dunston is the gum card. And Satchel Paige is our commercial card. Right here's a Sean Dunston. I do need the Gary Sheffield rookie out of here. Pretty sure I had it, but I think I've lost it. We got Sean Dunston's on the Cubbies. We're going to shout out all the Cubs fans if we can remember them. We're starting off with Vintage Card Steve. And then we're going to go to David M., my fellow Tennessean brother there. And then Craig B. And Dougie Don't Talk Robots again, because the Cubs are his favorite team. And then we have Matty Ice and Papa Bear. And that's all I can think of right now. We got Terry Kennedy on the Giants. Shout out to Goody G. And Swing Away Sports Cards. Swing Away Sports Cards for the Giants. Mr. Kennedy. There's a Dave Winfield on the Yankees. Ron Darling on the Mets. Rick Dempsey on the Dodgers. Fred Tolliver on the Twins. Tolliver. Then we got Dan Pasqua on the White Sox, right? Yep. Mark Davis on the Padres. Bobby Bowe on the Pirates before he got traded to the Mets. Dave Steve on the Blue Jays. Jimmy Key on the Blue Jays. And we're going to end it with Gene Larkin. Gene Larkin. Can we get the gum off of Dunston enough to see his stats? Yes, we can. Good. Well, most of them. Home runs, doubles, and triples. We can see the home runs. We can see them, all the important ones. All the important ones. Alright. Alright, let's separate these into batters and pitchers. Batter, pitcher, pitcher, batter, pitcher, pitcher. Is it pitcher? Yes, pitcher. I think Rick Tips is a batter, isn't he? Yep. Ron Darling, I think he's a batter. Nope, he's a pitcher. Dave Winfield and Terry Kennedy. What's Terry Kennedy? He's a batter. Batter, 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 batter. Swing batter. Alright. Let's see what our pitching duels look like in here. 325 for Darling. 424. Pitcher. Batter. 201. I mean, okay, that's enough. 29 and 304. So Mark Davis wins the average. Now the wins. 5 wins, saves. He has 28 saves. 5 wins, but 5 divided by 25. 5 plus 5 is 10 for Mark Davis. 17 for Ron Darling. 7, 12, and 8. Alright, so 16. 16. So where was the 17 at? Who was that? You. Alright. You are the final 2 in this battle royal. Most strikeouts win. Strikeouts 102 for Mark Davis and 161 for Ron Darling. Ron Darling takes it for the pitchers. Alright, the batters. Yeah. Oh, 249, 267, 274, 251, 332. How many bats for Dave Winfield? That's enough. Bird killer moment. 226 and 227. Okay, Dave Winfield, home runs. Home runs. 25. He got 5. We're looking for more than 25. 8. 24. Close, Bobby Bow. 7. 16. And 2. So, that means Dave Winfield wins the pack. We're going to keep him in silver, though, because we have the All-Star up there. Or should I do the second place? Should I put Dave Winfield up against whoever won this pack? Who won this pack? Harper. Let's do that. 307, 322. I'm surprised Dave Winfield got that high of average at the end of his career. That's pretty cool. He would have deserved it because he's getting ready to retire here in 89. Home runs 25 for Dave Winfield and 9 for Brian Harper. So yeah, we'll do that. That's fun. Dave Winfield, toward the end of his career, he can be on the gold. He can take the Larkin. All right, that brings us my favorite pack of this season, the 89 Fleer. Looking for, I don't even know what we're looking for anymore. We found pretty much everything. We're looking for another Billy Ripken. How about that? We're looking for another Billy Ripken. We're starting off with the Astros. Shout out to Sean, the Jedi Master. Well, actually, what was his name? I looked it up the other day. What his new name was. You know, something like Truck Stop or something like that. And Rad over at Rad Dad and Where's B-Dog. Starting off with Chad Cooter. Pasqua for the Rangers. Oh, the Rangers. Shout out to Hey You Guys, Bradley. And then shout out to Three Good Nerds. And shout out to Straight Race Cars for the Rangers. The Rangers. Then we got Pascual Perez on the Expos. We're going to shout out John over at Firestarter Break for the Expos because they became the Nationals. He's a pitcher. Steve Farr for the Royals. Shout out to NW Sting. Todd Simmons for the Padres. Dave Spaghetti for the Yankees. Craig Reynolds for the Astros. Devon White for the Angels, my nemesis. Always got Devon White cards. Lloyd Molesby for the Blue Jays. Terry Steinbach for the A's. Shout out to A Mess of Things. And shout out to Dad over at Red Doesn't Word B-Dog. Juan Samuel for the Phillies. Shout out to Mike over at Ripping for Rookies. Rick Leach on the Blue Jays. Hey, there's a Barry Bonds on the Pirates. What is that? His third year Barry Bonds? Second year Barry Bonds. Randy Bush on the Twins. Checklist. And we're going to end with Vincent Palacios. Vincent Palacios at the end here. Alright. Pictures. 244, 250, 4, 3. Right, this 250, 244. How many innings? 188, that's fine. Alright, wins 12, 5, 12 for Todd Simmons, it's a tie. 5 and 3. Alright, we get to have a tie this week. We gotta get to use that roll. Alright, strikeouts. Most strikeouts. 83. That's Las Vegas. There's no major league totals. So Pascal Perez wins. Okay, Pascal Perez wins. For the pitcher's mounds, now we're going to the batter's box. I have no idea what's going to happen here. I have no idea what's going to happen here. We got 275. Not enough at bats. 255. Still not enough at bats. 259. He's got enough at bats. 39. 265. 243. 276, 283, 261, and we're back to Devon White. 260, I think it's where we started. So Barry Bonds got average 24 homers, 14, 11, 10, 9, 12, and 0. Alright, so Barry Bonds got it for the batters, took the batter's box. I think that's like 2. No, he didn't get it last time. He got knocked off, didn't he? Alright, by the pitcher. Doubles and triples. 35. Pascal Perez, 12. Plus 8. Any shutouts? No shutouts. 12 plus 8 is 20. So Barry Bonds takes that pack. Does he take? Now, this will at least stay in bronze. I'm sorry. 307, he went there. Home runs. He did beat the home runs. Strikeouts 82. Strikeouts 22. So no, he does not take Brian Harper. So Barry Larkin stays right there. Barry Bonds goes right there. Alright, we're almost done here. We are almost done. We now have our pack of 1989 Upper Deck, which we're not getting anything out of. I think we did get a Hall of Famer the other day. Last week. I think the Hall of Famer got knocked off by somebody though. I think it was Eddie Murray. It was Eddie Murray last week, I think. Alright. We'll start with a Hall of Famer, Burt Bylevin. Well, there's another Hall of Famer. Eric Davis. Eric Davis was a good player for a long time. For the Reds. Andy Hawkins dance. For the Padres, Claudell Washington. For the Yanks, we got a Will Clark. lithograph. Mike Moore on the A's. Rob Dibble, I think this is a Rob Dibble rookie. Rob Dibble on the Reds. Dennis Martinez again. Look at Dennis Martinez as well. And I actually see the O right there from the symbol. We got the Yankees, and we've got, oh, it's stuck. Red Sox. I don't know if I got the Red Sox or not. I think I do, but I'm not entirely sure. Larry Owen on the Royals. Hey, there's another Darryl Strawberry. Another Darryl Strawberry. Let's see if he gets another chance to get on the board. Tommy John surgery. Ray Quintez for the Pirates. Pat Towler for the Royals. Ron Jones was a star rookie, not King Griffey Jr. And Keith Miller for the Mets. He's a rookie. Alright, so let's start with the pitchers. See if Darryl Strawberry gets back on the board. Got Burt by 11. Where's the ERA at? 5.43. He's not going to win that. Is he a relief pitcher? Nope. 3.84. Rookie. Not rookie. 7 years. 3.78. He's winning so far. 182. How many innings? 59 innings. That's not enough, I don't think. This rookie's 11. Sorry, Rob Dibble. You are a pretty good pitcher. I will give you that. 272. I think that's the winner so far. And 449. So now we're doing wins. 15 wins. 9 wins. 10 wins. 14 wins. And 9 wins. So Dennis Martinez took the pitcher's mound. Woohoo! Oop, don't need you. Now it's time for the batter's box. Eric Davis. 273. 308 for Claudel Washington. How many bats? Good enough. 210. 269. 248. 282. And 214. He's a rookie too. Let's let him out. Alright. So Claudel Washington got the average home runs 11. 25 for Eric Davis. Eric Davis is winning so far. 39 for Darryl Strawberry. And 12 and 2. Alright. Comes down to Claudel Washington and Darryl Strawberry. Least strikeouts win. Wait, how many at bats? Alright, he had enough. 29 strikeouts for Darryl Strawberry. That's pretty decent. But only, well, it's stolen bases. Okay. 127. That's more like it. And 74. So Claudel Washington took Darryl Strawberry, and now he's going to go up against Dennis Martinez. And wins 15 complete games times 2, 18. That's 33. 2 shutouts. 37. So he's got to beat 37. And he has 25. So Dennis Martinez took that pack. Got to beat 37. Doubles and triples. He had 35. So Barry Bonds gets knocked off by Dennis Martinez. Alright. That's our standings for today. Wait. Not yet. Not yet. The Larkin can stay in bronze. Let's see. 37. 25. So no. So alright. Now we done. Or are we? Or are we? You gotta beat 37. You've got to beat 37. You got 37 doubles and 2 triples. So you do not 2. That's pretty good. Alright. There's our standings. Finally, the hobbyist has made up his mind. We've got Barry Bonds as our honorable mention. Barry Larkin, All-Star card. Thanks to the Brian Harper stats in our bronze. Dennis Martinez, inner silver. And Dave Winfield in gold. I'd like to thank everybody for watching. If you have subscribed, thank you very much for subscribing. If you have not subscribed, that button's down below. Please give me a thumbs up, thumbs down, and or a comment to let me know how you liked or disliked this video. Check out the comments because everybody in the comments is cool. Let me know what you think about these stand-ins for this week. And once again, everybody, thanks for watching, and we will see you next time. Roll those beautiful bean credits.
Wubba lubba dub dub!
Alright, we are back. And it's time to look at some more birthday pickups for me. Woohoo! So, we'll start off with the vintage stuff. I bought these for $5 actually. Well, actually, it was a bundle thing. I spent $75 total for all this stuff. So, we've got this pack of 1978-79 baseball cards. Let's get into these and see what we get. I'm not expecting much. It's $5, probably commons, but that's fine with me. I'm trying to collect sets here, and I don't even know how many. Uh-oh, that's not 78 or 79. That's 1983. But we'll go with Don Money. Money. Jerry Johnson, 78. Gene Garber, 78. Ellis Valentine, 78. Jerry Royster, 78. Nino Espinosa, 78. Earl Weaver, 78. Mike Caldwell, 78. Bruce Kyson, 78. Terry Bulling, 78. Tim Blackwell, 78. Rob Andrews, 78. Alvin Dark, 78. Dave Cash, 78. Larry Hissel, 78. Rob Piccolo, I think I got that one already. 78. Tom Underwood, 78. Vic DeVilio, and that is not a 78, 79, or 83. That is in 1982, I think. 82? Yeah, 82. Right? Yeah, 82. So we got Lynn Jones, 82. Al Williams, 82. Hey, look there. Bruce Sutter and Raleigh Fingers. That's nice. 82. Bruce Sutter, 82. Got at least one more 83 in there. Alan Bannister, 82. Jose Cruz, Luis Salazar, and Juan Aschenberger for the Padres. Mike Norris, 82. Al Hrabosky, Batangarian. That's a pretty good card too. Eddie Murray and Sammy Stewart. Larry Parrish, not Lance Parrish. Expos at 82. Ron Davis, Cesar Osendo, Frank White, Jerry Turner, Paul Splitteroff, that's pretty good, full base running, and Bobby Cox in the 83. Kind of looks like 82, doesn't it? In the 83 tops. So what do we get here? How many of these do we get? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 79 tops, or 78 tops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 82 tops, and 183 tops. But that's not the only one of these things I bought. I got a second one. It says 78 and 79 on it as well. Let's hope it's correct. There's a 78 on the back there, and all of them look like be like 78. So let's see what we get out of this one. Probably all commons. Like most, well, there were some Hall of Famers in there. Jay Stone, 78. Jay Johnstone, 78. Bob Maverick, 78. Paul Dade. Lee May. Roland Office, Gary Alexander, Thad Bosley, Ken Henderson, Johnny Grubb, Larry Soran, Lynn Rendell, Larry Harlow, well, that's great. This one's better cut. Dollar Moore, Larry Milborn, Dave May, Mark Lemigo, Del Unser, Jose Baez, Average Joe Micaro, Whitey Herzog, Dave Hamilton, Steve Yeager, not Chuck Yeager, Eric Rasmussen, Randy Lurch, Steve Swisher, I think I got that one too, but it's in better shape than the one I got. Joe Ferguson, Darrell Johnson, Joe Humphrey, Gene Pence, Phil Gardner, Rick Waits, and Dave Laments. Well, all those were 78s. That's good. But there was 2 doubles in there. That's great. Just 2. Let's see. These are all in order. That's good. Let's make it easier whenever I put them in the books, the binders. 24. 169. I should be doing this on air, should I? Alright, let's do 25. This one goes up to 432. Well, it looks like he just broke up the set. That's good. 540. Yeah, so all these were pretty much part of the collection, I guess. So that's all of them. I don't know how many. Just count them. Count them, Chris. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 49. Almost 50. Almost 50 1978 cards for $10. That's what? 10 cents a piece? Something like that? I don't know. Now to get to the singles pickups. We're going to start off with 1985. 1985. Let's move this out of the way. We've got 1985 Donruss Kirby Puckett. Kirby Puckett rookie card. Woohoo! Then we got an 84, 1984. Del Murphy, the Murph, in a very excellent shape, I might add. This is a very good. Corners are sharp and all that stuff. That is great. I've got a lot of cards here, so I'm not going to be able to keep them all on here, I don't think, but we'll try. Let's move these out of the way. Yes, he's... Oh, you can't see it, though. Glary's over there. Glary's over there. Let's see. Let's put these cards over here. That helped a little bit. And then we've got 1983 Wade Boggs rookie and Donruss. I needed that rookie. And then we got a 1982 Ricky Henderson, third year rookie. Then we got another Murph, a 1981 Murph. Put that right there because there's two Murphys. Oh no, it's 81. Then we've got a 1981 Ricky Henderson. Woohoo! It's not bad. It's got something down here in this corner, but the edges are pretty sharp. It looks like a little sun faded, but you know, it's a Ricky Henderson rookie. I didn't pay $1,000 for, so that's good. We got 1979, actual 79, instead of saying it was 79. We got a sweet Joe Morgan here, 79. We got a sweet Lou Whitaker, 1979. We got an Alan Trammell, 1979. That is like his second year, I think. Third year Trammell. We got a Craig Nettles All-Star in 79. We got a 78 Steve Carlton. Oh man, Glary's bad. Glary's bad on that. There it goes. You better see this card. We got a 77 Thurman Munson All-Star. We got a 73 Lou Brock and Bert Campernettis Stolen Base Leaders. Got a 72 Pete Rose. 72 Willie Stargell. A 72 Johnny Bench. A 72 Carl Yastrzemski. Grandpa Yaz. A 1970 Tom Seaver. And you people know how I like Harmon Killebrew. I have a 1960 Harmon Killebrew. Woohoo!